going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic night. My name is Jason Joseph, of course. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're on for another Phillies game tonight. Phillies freaks, stand up, baby! What's up? Sorry, that was a little bit of like a very weird intro. Didn't really have too much pizzazz with that. But Freak Nation, baby, how we doing? How we doing, man? Thank you all so much for being here. The Phillies are taking on the Miami Marlins for a 3-game set, and it starts tonight at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Ranger Suarez will be on the hill for the Phillies, and he'll have to be going up against Trevor Rogers. And we'll get into some more information about both of those pitchers in just a few moments. But the Phillies bats, so far, have been doing a very good job over their last 10 games. And when you take a look at the lineup tonight, you have Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. What's really significant, though, is that Bryson Stott and Brandon Marsh are not in the lineup tonight because they were going up against lefty Trevor Rogers. So Ranger Suarez, who's going to be on the mound for the Phillies, has wins in 6 of his last 7 starts of the season. And he's the last pitcher to do it since Roy Halladay did it in 2010. And he's been very lights out for sure this season and has done a very good job at just commanding the strike zone, getting ahead in counts, and being very aggressive throughout every single inning of each game so far this year. There's the other thing I wanted to kind of brush on a little bit in regards to just Ranger Suarez overall is that just from an overall season so far, he's been very spectacular. The numbers don't lie. The numbers really do speak for themselves. He's been very dominant on the mound. His ERA has been very, very good. And also his whip has been really good so far as well. It's really been very, very good. Oh, man. Where is it? Where are we? There we go. All right, did I freeze for a second? I do apologize if that is the case. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, man? What's up, Hardcore? What's going on, guys? Thank you all so much for being here. Sorry, my screen froze on me for a second. So Ranger, yeah, he has a 6-0 record, which is first. He's actually tied for first in all Major League Baseball. And he's first in whip with a .72 and has a 1.72 ERA, which is 5th in all of Major League Baseball. So he's been just absolutely insane this year, just on the mound. Last time that he pitched, he ended up going 6 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs and also struck out 6 batters, too, and that was against the Giants. That's when the Phillies won 14-3. So every time that he's on the mound, the Phillies win, and he's been bringing that good luck to them, but has really just done an incredible job. All right, we're about ready to get started. So let's do this really quickly. So let's get into the starting lineup. So for the Phillies, they got Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. He's the DH. Then you got JT batting second, Bryce Harper batting third, Alec Bohm batting fourth, Nick Castellanos batting 5th, Whit Merrifield 6th, and 7th is Edmundo Sosa. Pache's batting 8th, and Rojas is batting 9th. So again, the lineup for the Phillies, it's Schwarber, Realmuto, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Whit, Sosa, Pache, and Rojas. What's up, DFJ? How you doing, man? What is good? All right. First pitch, and it's in there for a strike at 92 miles per hour. To Kyle Schwarber. What did I do with my phone? There it is. Kyle hit in 211 with 9 homers and 23 RBI, and the next pitch is in there for a strike as well. Decided to go with a slider to make it an 0-2 count. So no balls and 2 strikes. And the next pitch, line drive into right field for a base hit, as it's going to land just in front of Dane Myers. And Schwarber gets on with a leadoff single. So Rogers, a guy that typically throws his four-seamer at 34.5% of the time, the changeup, batters are hitting 308 against it. That's his second most highest pitch that he's thrown this year. and the sinker and the slider are also there too. Now it's JT Realmuto's turn to come on up. And the first pitch to JT is in there for a strike. In the first inning, JT is 3 for 23 this year. There's Trevor Rogers, who has a 6.15 ERA. And the 0-1 is swung on and missed. JT batting second, and his stats, honestly, batting in the 2-hole have been very, very good this year. He's hitting at least 500. So the Phillies are at Lone Depot Park, playing against the Miami Marlins, who are 10-29 on the season. In the 0-2, and that's fouled away. So JT batting .264 with 5 homers and 14 RBI. He's in the box. Rogers gets set from the belt. Kicks and delivers the next pitch. There's a bouncer that's chopped foul over towards the third base side. If you are coming in, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. All right, let's make this a little bit smaller. Do apologize about that. Okay, that's better. The ball is 2 strikes. Rogers gets set at the belt again. And kicks, delivers. The next pitch is low for ball 1. Marlins, defensively, for them tonight. Well, from 1 through 9, they got Rogers on the mound. Christian Betancourt is catching behind the plate. Manuel Rivera's over at first. Then you got Vidal Brujan over at second base and Jake Berger at third. The 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and JT strikes out, and Rogers gets his first strikeout of the night. At shortstop, it's Tim Anderson. Brian De La Cruz is out in left field, then it's Jazz Chisholm Jr. out in center. Dane Myers is in right, and Josh Bell is the designated hitter for the Marlins. So Bryce Harper comes up. 1 out in the top of the first. Schwarber's over at first. He got on with a single. Then the first pitch to Bryce is on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. Harper wearing his bright green batting gloves with a little bit of some red on the fingertips. And the 0-1 is taken in the dirt for ball 1. Crew chief for tonight, you got Corey Blazer calling the balls and the strikes. Over at first, it's Manny Gonzalez. At second, it's Jeremy Riggs. And at third, it's Nestor Seja. 1-1 is the count to Harper. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 pitch in the air. Hit out over to deep left field. It's going back towards the track, and making the catch over at the wall is De La Cruz, who caught it just on the warning track, and there's 2 away. And he just missed it. Final score predictions? Let me know what your final score predictions are down below, man. Comment and let me know what your final score predictions are. Now, Bohm, it's his turn to come up. Batting .346 on the season. 2 away in the top of the first. The pitch, a sinker at 93. That's in the dirt. 4-3 Phils. Floopjack says 5-2 Phils. Mike says 5-3 Phils. Okay. I'm also going to go with 5-3 Phils. The 1-0 on the way, and that's chopped foul over towards the third base side. To make it now a 1-1 count. So Schwarber singled. JT struck out. Harper flied out to left. Bohm is up to bat. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to him. We're in the top of the first. Phillies opening a 3-game set in Miami at Lone Depot Park. The 1-1 on the way. Change up that's low. That time for ball 2. Marlins are in their black and white uniforms with the logo, the fish logo, over on the right side near the elbow. The 2-1 pitch. popped up, hit out over towards right field, and getting under it to make the catch out in right is Myers. So Dane Myers makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, a leadoff single by Kyle Schwarber, and he's stranded over at first. And the Marlins are coming up to bat in the bottom of the first. I did my scorecard totally wrong today. I put the Phillies hitters on the right side and the Marlins on the left. I figured sometime I was going to do that. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Jason. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well, man. Hopefully all is well. And yeah. All right, let's get into the starting lineups for the Miami Marlins. All right, so Dane Myers will be leading things off. He's out in right field for the Fish. And it's Brian De La Cruz out in left field hitting second. Batting third, it's Josh Bell, the designated hitter. De La Cruz, forgot to mention, is out in left field. The third baseman for the Marlins is Jake Berger, and he's batting cleanup. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is out in center field. He's hitting fifth. Tim Anderson, sixth. He's the shortstop. And the first baseman, Emmanuel Rivera, will be hitting seventh. Eighth will be Christian Bethencourt, who's catching behind home plate. And Vidal Brujan is over at second base, and he's batting ninth. So just to recap for the Marlins, it's Myers, Cruz, De La Cruz, Bell, Berger, Chisholm, Anderson, Rivera, Bethencourt, and Brujan. Phillies Freaks. We don't call ourselves Phillies Nation. We call ourselves Phillies Freaks. Got to get it right. I'm smiling. But yes. Phillies Freaks, what's going on, guys? What is good, everybody? What did I do with my remote? What did I do with my remote? What the? All right, Ranger Suarez is on the mound as we're in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch is down low to Dane Myers, who's hitting .375 on the season with 5 RBI. It is Phillies Freaky Friday, the 1-0 pitch, and it's in there for a strike over at the knees. Ranger has gone 47 innings this year, has 46 strikeouts as well, which is really good. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike as well to make it now a 1-2 count. Nasir Nichols? Oh, Noel Nichols. What's up, Noel? How you doing, man? The 1-2. That's taken off the play for ball 2. There's Skip Schumacher, who's in his second season as the Marlins manager. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ranger gets set, kicks, delivers on the inside corner. Called strike 3. And Dane Myers goes down looking as Ranger throws a 94-mile-per-hour fastball right on the inside corner, and there's one away. That was really filthy. Love it. 1 out in the bottom of the first, and Brian De La Cruz, who's been the best hitter on this Marlins team, takes a strike at the knees at 92 miles per hour. Brian in .269 has 8 homers and 21 RBI as the 0-1 is down low for a ball. Leads the Marlins in hits, runs scored, homers, and RBI. He has 8 long balls this year, and the 1-1 line drive into left field for a base hit. It's going to go all the way towards the corner. Christian Pache has to get over to it. It took a weird bounce, and jogging into second base is Brian De La Cruz. Pache literally just threw it to the cutoff man over at shortstop. He's been on a tear for the Marlins and just continues to be red hot at the plate. He's been doing a very good job for them. All right, so 1 out in the bottom of the first. De La Cruz is aboard. 1 out, and Josh Bell is up to bat. And Bell with the first pitch takes it wide for a ball. Oh, no, I didn't go on a date I was just saying hypothetically. I didn't go on an actual date. No. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. Looked a little bit low, but was called a strike by Corey Blazer. Defensively for the Phillies, they got Ranger on the mound, JT behind the plate. At first it's Harper, second it's Merrifield, third it's Bohm, and Sosa is at short, as the 1-1 is inside for ball 2. And then in the outfield, 7 through 9, it'll be Pache in left, Rojas in center, and Castellanos in right. 2 balls, 1 strike. De La Cruz leads off over at second. Ranger looks back to second, now back to the plate, kicks and delivers the next pitch. And it's fouled away over towards the right field side, and it goes out of play. The Marlins are 5-15 at home. And they've really been struggling. They just got swept by the Dodgers. The 2-2 on the inside corner, called strike 3 again. And Josh Bell goes down looking as he has a disagreement with Corey Blazer. And that was definitely on the inside corner. What a nice pitch. That's the second time that he's gone to that four-seamer and has just located it on the inside corner. Right at the belt. And 2 outs. Jake Berger comes up, and he looks at the pitch on the inside corner just above the knees for strike 1. Jake batting .203, has 3 homers and 15 RBI. De La Cruz still over at second in the 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Ooh, a four-seamer that just disappeared like it was a magic trick. It was inside and just went down low. No balls and 2 strikes. Ranger looks at the plate, gets his baseball in the glove, looks back at second, and the 0-2 on the way. It's popped up, hit out over towards shallow right field. Castellanos goes over towards the line and makes the catch. It would have been a fair ball, so he was in fair territory, and the inning comes to an end. So Ranger just allows a 1-out double to Brian De La Cruz, and that's it. As we've played 1, and we go to the top of the second at Lone Depot Park. Be right back. All right, what's up, guys? How you all doing? Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live, baby. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here, man. I hope that you're all doing well. If you guys have not done so already, comment your final score predictions down below. And yeah. All right, we go to the top of the second. Both teams have 1 hit, and that's it. And Ranger pitched a very good bottom of the first for the Phils. And going out there for his second inning of work is going to be Trevor Rogers. Oh, boy. Good stuff. Rogers is 6-3 in the first pitch to Castellanos. It's hit out to right field. It's going back towards the warning track, towards the wall, and it's gone! The first pitch, and it's an opposite field homer by Casti. And that's how the Phillies strike first. He high high fives Merrifield, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. Honestly, I was going to mention that he's been starting to feel himself now, too, batting over 300 over his last 7 games. And when he goes the opposite way, that's how you know he's feeling it. First pitch is in there for a strike, and, well, Casty gets high fives all around the dugouts, gives a little curtain call to some of the Philly fans that are in Miami, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. That slider was at 84 miles per hour. He belted that. No balls and 2 strikes to Whit Merrifield, who's playing over at second for Bryson Stott, and the 0-2 is high and away for a ball. The Marlins, by the way, are 24th in the league in batting average. 1-2 pitch, grounder, hit over back towards the mound. Richards has it and throws over to first, and that's in there in plenty of time for the first out recorded. Pitching-wise, they are 29th in ERA. The Phillies are 4th in ERA. They have a 3.26 ERA, and the Marlins have a 5.21. Edmundo Sosa comes up to the dish, and the first pitch is taken as it was a changeup at 86 miles per hour at the knees for strike 1. There you go. Like how he started that off. The 0-1 delivery, it's popped up, hit out behind home plate, and the count is 0-2. Hot Corner's here, Turkglass is here, Mike Green is here. Here's my late cheer for Nick. Love it. The ball's in 2 strikes, and the 0-2 is chopped foul over towards the third base side. Mundo Sosa still up to bat for the Fightins. Liam Castellanos is in the building. I think he brought some friends with him, too. The 0-2 way outside for a ball. It's great. That's absolutely awesome. One ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is low for ball 2. That was his 3rd homer of the year. First time he's went opposite field since last year. 2-2 pitch. That's tapped foul over towards the third base side. You had to get up and tell the wife. You brought your son to the stream? Well, Nick Castellanos brought his son to the game, but wow, we got a special guest. Mike's son's here. What's up? The 2-2 on the way. Line drive into left field for a base hit. It just went over the glove of Jake Berger. De La Cruz gets over to it. He fires a cannon over to second, but Sosa slides in there safely. And it's an extra base hit by Edmundo Sosa. He's in scoring position and follows up after Castellanos 2 batters later with an extra base hit. Wow. Then he got the horn. Of course. That is an honor. He had a one swing. Literally just extended the bat with one hand. Made it look so easy. If Berger was just a little bit taller, he probably would have made the catch. Christian Pache is due up to bat, and Rogers gets set and delivers the first pitch. Is fouled away over towards the third base side. Sosa been a great pickup. I like Edmundo Sosa. I really do. Christian Pache in the batter's box for the Fightins, batting 118 with 6 walks and 7 strikeouts. And the 0-1 is outside for a ball. Pache, if you guys remember, when the Phillies tied their record for most away wins, or for most wins on the road, Phillies were down in the 9th, and he had a big-time home run in July to help keep that streak alive. The 0-1 is down low for a ball. Yohan Rojas waits in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rogers looks back at second, now back to the plate in the 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field, and going over towards the line is the shortstop, and I'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Good catch by Tim Anderson there. What the heck? There it is. I'm like losing it today. Like all out of sorts. Need to get reorganized. Johan Rojas' turn to come on up for the Fightins. And he shows bunt at the first pitch, but takes it back as it was inside. It was a sinker at 91 miles per hour. Johan batting .216 with a homer, 8 RBI, 11 runs scored, and 7 stolen bases. Stolen bases have been very, very good. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. So Rogers, you're going to see him average about 92 miles per hour on his four-seam fastball. Also averages about 86 on the changeup this year. 92 on the sinker and about 82 on the slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sosa over at second. And looking back over at second before he started his windup was Rogers. One ball, 1 strike to Johan Rojas, and the leg kick in the pitch, and that time it's a changeup that's just down low for ball 2 to make it a 2-1 count. Trevor is 26 years old. He's 0-5 this year with a 1.72 whip and a 6.15 ERA. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive in the center field for a base hit. It takes a bounce. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to throw it to the plate. It's not even close. And Sosa dives in there safely. And it's an RBI base hit delivered by Johan Rojas. It's an RBI double. 2-0 Philadelphia. Had a fastball right down Broadway. And another 2-strike base hit for Johan. He's continuing to feel it himself. And we go back to the top of the order. Phillies have had 3 extra base hits in this inning alone. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up. He had a leadoff single to start off the top of the first. And the first pitch to Kyle is taken wide for a ball. Love how this offense has been coming out of the gates in this second inning. Schwarber is hitting .216 with a .405 slugging percentage. Roasso leads off over at second. And time is called. As Rogers wanted to just look back there really quickly. Rogers on a $1.5 million contract. He's from Carlsbad, Minnesota. The 1-0 to Schwarber. And that's taken wide for ball 2. What's up, man? What's good? Back on track, baby. Yes, sir. Out of Control Gaming, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good? 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber is taken wide for ball 3. Kyle does have 24 walks on the season. JT Realmuto waits in the on-deck circle. 3 balls, no strikes. To Kyle Schwarber. 2-0 Phillies. Runner at second, the 3-0. And he stepped out of the box, Kyle Schwarber, as the pitch was being thrown, but it was a called strike anyways. Wasn't even going to chase after it. I don't blame him there. I like that approach. 3-1 is the count. Rogers looks back at second, now back to the plate in the 3-1 pitch, and Kyle's going to shoot this one out to left field, but it's hooking foul and goes out of play to make the count full. Yeah, that 2-out base hit by Rojas with 2 strikes on him, that was clutch. It's pretty big, man. The count is full to Kyle Schwarber. He's looking to get on base and potentially draw his 25th walk of the year in the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. was an inside pitch that just jammed Kyle, so it was a defensive swing. Three and two is the count to Kyle Schwarber. The payoff pitch to Kyle. Swing and a miss. He went after a changeup at 87 miles per hour that was heading towards the dirt. And the inning comes to an end. However, the Phillies get an opposite field solo homer on the first pitch of the inning that was delivered to Nick Castellanos to put the Phillies up 1-0. And then Yohan Rojas fouled through with an RBI double, which would score Edmundo Sosa, who got on base with a double. And we go to the bottom of the second at Lone Depot Park. All right, so Schwarber strikes out. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Yeah, man. First of all, if you are just tuning into the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ, man. We are live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. Freak Nation, stand up, baby. Phillies freaks in the chat. It's Freaky Friday. Come on. All right, first pitch to Jazz Chisholm Jr. is taken all the way for a strike. Jazz batting .236 on the season. And the next pitch is... So the first pitch was actually taken for a ball. The next pitch was taken for a strike. But honestly, it should have been vice versa. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ranger goes back out there on the hill. And the next pitch is a sinker at the knees for strike 2. Man, we're all saying prayers for Jen. All saying prayers for Jen. That's terrible. Or other big toe. The 1-2 pitch grounder rolled over towards the first base side. Merrifield has it and throws it over to first. And the first out is recorded in this bottom of the second. That stinks. We're all saying prayers in the chat, man. Tim Anderson hitting .203 with 6 RBI on the season. The former White Sox will take the first pitch wide for ball 1. Man, Twitter's going off. The 1-0 delivery, grounder rolled over towards third base. Bohm throws on the run, and it's dug out by Harper, and Anderson is out. The throw was in the dirt, and it took a bounce. Harper had to dig it out. It was not an easy play, too, either by Bohm, but he just didn't have the arm strength to throw it over to first without a bounce. 2 up, 2 down. And the dig by Harper, but the nice play by Bohm. Emmanuel Rivera, the former Diamondback, comes up, and he takes a strike at the knees to make it an 0-1 count. Last time the Phillies faced the Marlins was in the wild card series of last year. Phillies were able to sweep them in a best-of-3 series. The next pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, bases empty, 2 outs. In the bottom of the second, and the 0-2 on the way. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Ranger with his 3rd K and gets a 1-2-3 inning while he's at it as well. We go to the top of the 3rd. Phillies still up 2-0 as they come back up to bat. What was that? Holy moly. What was that noise? Did I leave something unmuted? Oh boy. Did I leave something unmuted? You tabs. Maybe I did. Huh. George, what's up, George? How you doing, man? Hola, buenas noches, saludos, cordiales desde... I'm sorry if my Spanish doesn't sound so good. San Pedro de Macroy Republica, Dominican. You're from the Dominican Republic? Oh, that's so cool, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hello, George. Hello. Nice. That's so hard to do. Harper getting better and better at first. He is, man. He put down his dog Tiger today. I didn't know that. Because he was a Detroit Tiger, and that's why you called it Tiger, huh? Tiger is a cool name, though. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. Let's get to 2230, man. That'd be so awesome. If you guys want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. My name is Jason Joseph. A little bit about me if you are new to the channel. I do play-by-plays for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. I've been coming on here for ever since December of 2022. And, you know, we're really trying to get as many reps doing play-by-play. That's really what it is. We're getting reps, and I'm giving you guys the best type of version of the calls that I can for those of you that don't have access to the games or for those of you that just prefer this type of a broadcast over a traditional one. So that's what we do on here. Yes. Hola, George. The pitch to JT, and he takes that one for a strike. Realmuto did strike out in the first. The 0-1 on the way, swinging a bouncer, hit over the mound, and going to be a tough play by the second baseman, but no play is going to be made, so it was bobbled over at second by Vidal Brujan, and it would have been tough to get JT out anyways, but I think that they're going to rule it as an infield single. What's up, Neil? What's going on, man? What's good, bro? Thanks so much for stopping by. Neil Cooper, you're the man. You're the man. Let's see again. Was he going to be out? I think that he would have beaten it, but Bryce Harper's coming up to bat anyways for the Fightins, and the first pitch taken to Bryce is on the outside corner for strike 1. All right, let's see again. Let's try to refresh this page. Is this going to work? No. The 0-1 to Harper is taken inside and low as well for a ball. So Luis Suarez, of course, was traded about 6 days ago to the San Diego Padres, a guy that was an incredible hitter and won the batting title last year. He was traded for prospects Dylan Head, Jacob Marcy, and a couple of others. The 1-1 ground ball into the hole, out into right field for a base hit. Myers is going to draw the throw. It's over to second base, and JT stops there as runners go from station to station. And there's a single by Bryce. See where this pitch was, right down the middle, and Harper just put it in the right spot. He really did. And JT, thank goodness he stopped, because that almost hit him. And if he would have went a little bit forward in just a matter of milliseconds, that probably would have been an out. Now it's Alec Bohm's turn to come on up to bat. Leads the team, of course, in RBI. Phillies have 6 hits, and we're in the top of the 3rd, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. Keep that train rolling, baby. 0-1 is the count to Alec. Rogers gets set at the belt. 49 pitches for him. Trevor Rogers, that is, as he looks back at second and back to the plate and throws the 0-1. Check swing, did he go? And Manny Gonzalez over at first says no. Or says yes, actually. Bohm hitting .444 with runners in scoring position this season. And he's looking to come through here. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Bohm. Taken down low. Station to Station. Good Baseball Strategy and Bowie album. Yes. I don't know why it makes me think about Pin Down, Man Down in basketball. The 1-2 to Bohm. There's a bouncer hit over to shortstop. The flip over to second. There's one in the throw over to first. It's just in time. A 6-4-3 double play. However, JT does go over to third. Rogers threw a pretty good pitch there, and Bohm certainly got on top of that. He's not happy with himself. By the way, I just found this out today, but Bryce Harper actually leads the team in grounding into double plays. And the guy that's up at the plate, Nick Castellanos, you would think that he would lead the team in that category, but he doesn't. First pitch is taken inside for a ball. Harper has grounded into 7 double plays this year, and Casty has grounded into 5. He did homer in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 to Castellanos. Line drive, foul over towards the first base side. One ball, 1 strike to Nick. Has wild batting gloves. They're like fire batting gloves. I mean, they look cool from that context, but they kind of look like fire. The 1-1 swing and a miss. That fastball was elevated, and Castellanos did a little check swing anyways. I know I'm a very good performer. That's why you're on here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Do I call myself a performer, or is it just an announcer? I guess that's both. The 1-2 is up high for ball 2. I'll have to ponder about that. But no, David Bowie was great. 2-2 to Casty. The pitch. Line drive caught over at third by Jake Berger. It was a rocket. Launched over his way. And the inning comes to an end. So the Phillies get no runs. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still 2-0 Phillies. Mike says he still has a turntable. Mike, you didn't laugh at my joke. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm going to take a sip of water. David Bowie, fame and fashion. Yeah, for sure. Larry, please tell Jen that we are thinking about her. Please tell that to Jen. And, of course, shout out to Kathy as well. We're always thinking about our cleanup hitter, too. I'm sure that she's tuning into this, but just wanted to also make sure that we mentioned her as well, because she's also a part of the Phillies Freak Nation. So, good stuff. We just got to 22-20, man. That's sick. Good stuff, man. What time is it? 7:51 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon's game is at 4:10 p.m. Is it 4:10? I should know this. Yeah, it's at 4:10, and then Sundays is at 1:40. Good stuff. All right, so if you are new to the channel, I want you guys to tell me what you love about baseball. What do you like about baseball? How did you get into the sport? And when did your fandom begin? What do I think our final record will be? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I think that we can get to 100 wins this year, but it's tough. I know that we're playing really well, and I can really appreciate that. But when we play against these tougher teams, like, for example, at the end of the month we play Texas, and then we go out on a little West Coast road trip, that's not really going to be easy. I'm interested to see how they handle that adversity. So, first pitch by Ranger is just outside for a ball to Christian Bethencourt, who's hitting literally less than 100, batting .087 with 3 RBI. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Jen was literally stunned when I told her about the outpouring of support last time. This community is the best. We try, man. That's what I wanted to create, a very good community on here. And I'm happy that we all are that way, you know? That's what makes it really cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ranger gets set, the letters, kick, steals the next pitch, elevated high for ball 2. Jason says, my fan to begin in 06, Utley and them boys, 08, the parade was insane, I just started high school. I was in elementary school when that happened. That's cool, though. 2-2, grounder hit back up the middle, sliding stop by Sosa, and Sosa bobbled it, but he wouldn't have been able to make the throw over to first anyways. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if Bethencourt has the best speed in the world, but Whit Merrifield was not even close to the bag. Maybe he would have had a play, or maybe he would have been able to advance over to second. Probably not. I guess not. All right. It's Vidal Brujan that steps up to the plate. He had a bobble over at second. He's batting 9th for the Fish. And the first pitch is low for a ball. Baseball been very, very good for me. Seth says I'm 50, so I can still remember 80, 83, 93, and the last few years. That's sick. Love that. The 1-0 pitch, and that's wide for ball 2. Love that, man. Favorite team? What was your favorite team? Donnie, I will get to your comment in just a few moments. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, and the next pitch is low and inside for ball 3. JT had to stand up just to try to block that thing because he thought it was going to get away from him, and it's a 3-0 count. What's up, JJ? I'm from Oshawa, Ontario, and get to watch the Jays a lot, but a huge fan since the Jays won the World Series in 92-93. 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike at the knees. At the time, I was 13 and remembered the city going crazy. That's cool. Not such a good thing for our side of the history, but happy that you were able to celebrate. The 3-1, and that was honestly outside, but it's a called strike by Corey Blazer, and he's called that pitch a couple of times today, so I guess it's not really a surprise. But in some ways, it kind of still is. The count is full. Bethencourt leads off over at first. There's nobody out in the bottom of the 3rd. The payoff pitch by Ranger. Grounder, hit over to shortstop. This could be 2. The flip to second. There's 1. The throw to first in time. A 6-4-3 double play. And there's 2 outs with nobody on base. Brujan just got on top of the pitch. Hit it all the way over to Sosa. And just a nice 6-4-3 double play to get 2 outs with nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies still up 2-0. First pitch to Dane Myers is taken all the way for a strike. Mr. Man created God. Oh, Richard says that he's 71. He saw the Whiz Kids. That's cool. The 0-1 swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 3rd, the 0-2 delivery by Ranger, and it's just barely fouled, and I mean barely. Myers was late. The pitch was heading towards the dirt, and he still got a piece of it. Yikes. Myers struck out looking his first time up against Ranger, and the 0-2, and he strikes out looking again. Looks at a pitch right down Broad Street at 93 miles per hour, and the side is retired. So, the Phillies come up to bat as they still have 2 runs on the board, and they lead it 2-0, and they'll be back in just a few moments. 2 good calls, man. I got to cut both of those calls. I need to try to cut more strikeout calls, but that was pretty good. What's up, guys? If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. If you would like to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. Any donation is a plus. Contributions for the channel are obviously much appreciated, but not necessary. 93 Phils, baby, says Mr. Man Created God. Dalton, Dykstra, Kruk, Young, Rollins. Oof, what a team. Schilling, the Wild Thing, best team ever, but lost to darn Joe Carter and Toronto, Canada. That's sick. I can't forget 08 and 09. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Fat. Love listening on the radio. Well, thank you. I appreciate you for being here, you know? If you guys have any sort of constructive criticism, I'm always willing to get better on here. Please feel free to either comment down below, whether it's on the call, whether it's on the way that we portray ourselves on here, like the visual presentation on things. I'm always open to things, as long as it's fair, of course. But yeah. You can also email me at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The email is in the description. I want to get more people on the Discord server. We are going to be going live for more post-game shows, and I want to get more people on the phones with us. So the Discord server is also in the description as well. If you wouldn't mind doing so and joining that, I'd really appreciate that. First pitch to Whit Merrifield. Swing and a grounder hit off the glove of Berger. Deflected over towards Anderson and the throw over to first. Not in time. Merrifield beats it out. And that's going to be recorded as an infield 5-6 single. That was a rocket hit over towards third base. And Tim Anderson, give him credit. It was a bang-bang play. Was able to catch the deflection and then just hop the ball into the bare hand and fire a missile. But it was just a little bit late. Mundo Sosa is coming up, batting on the right side. Then he takes the first pitch down low. It was a slider at 81. Trevor Rogers still out there on the mound. 59 pitches. Threw a lot in that third inning. Gave up a double. One of them was to Sosa. Is up to bat, and the 1-0 is low for ball 2. I live 2 miles from Lindenwold. Paco, you should have seen the line the Phillies parade that year, and it was worse for the Birds parade. Yeah, I'm sure. The 2-0 inside and low again for ball 3. Just saw that Kyle Tucker is now tied for the league in homers. The league lead, that is. He's a baller. Him and Yordan Alvarez, they're just so good. The 3-0 pitch. Outside for ball 4, and a straightaway walk issued to Edmundo Sosa. And Witt's going to go over to second. I wish that... How did I come up with straightaway walk? Maybe I could come up with something better, but I don't really know. Is there an actual term for a walk on 4 pitches? Is there an actual term for that? Because I feel like there should be. Stottlemyre, I think, is going to go out there to try to talk to his pitcher. 2 runners aboard. And Christian Pache is coming up. What's going on, David? How you doing? D says, I moved from Florida to Delaware and went to my first baseball game opening day in 91 at the Vet. I fell in love with both the Phillies and baseball that day. I was 25. 25. Wow. Steven says, I've been a fan as long as I can remember, but really became a big Phillies fan when they were in the 93 World Series against the Jays, and I was in 5th grade at the time. Seth's story. Let's see what Seth has to say. During the Super Bowl in 17, I was Ubering in Philadelphia. I made $1,000 just taking folks to the parade. That's sick, man. That's clutch. I like that. First pitch to Pache is taken for a strike. Christian did fly out to left in his first at-bat. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 2 runners on base, and the 0-1 delivery. It's taken right down Broadway for a strike at 90 miles per hour. And the count is 0-2. In the on-deck circle, it's Yohan Rojas. Over at second base is Merrifield, and at first, it's Sosa. The 0-2 to Pache, and that's spoiled foul behind home plate. Pache did have a walk-off base hit for the Phillies. That was back in April. Talked about how he had that big home run to keep the Phillies' road winning streak last year alive. The 0-2, chopped foul over towards the third base side, and the count still remains at 0-2. Christian is now 25 years old, if you can believe that. Was previously on the Braves, and of course the A's as well. The 0-2 delivery, down low and inside for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Rogers looks back at second, now back to the plate in the 1-2, and that's laid off for ball 2. I didn't know this, but apparently when he was on the Braves, right before they started the season in 2021, he began wearing the uniform number 25 in honor of Andruw Jones. He wore it in his minor league career, but the number was unavailable at the time of Pache's major league debut, and it was being worn by Tyler Flowers. The 2-2 is down low for ball 3. The count is full to Christian Pache. 69 pitches and no outs recorded in the top of the 4th by Rogers. The payoff pitch. Line drive into right field, and that's going to go all the way towards the wall. 1 run's going to come in the score. It's Merrifield. Diving into second base head first is Pache, and it's an RBI double by him to make it a 3-0 ball game. How about that? Just punching his ticket out to right field and just was able to cruise that thing on over towards the Ocean Bank sign. And good job by Sosa to just hang on over at third. And Yohan Rojas is coming up with 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Rojas, and that's taken at the knees for strike 1. 92 on the gun. Yohan, of course, had the RBI single with 2 strikes on him in his last at-bat. Got to catch up in this chat. The 0-1 delivery, and that's fouled away by Yohan to make it an 0-2 count. JJ, you're better than anyone on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We try to have fun, you know. We're calm, we're cool, collective on here, but we also love the community. That's really what it's all about, you know? The 0-2 pitch, inside and high for a ball. Seems like a lot of the times Rogers has been able to get 2 strikes on these hitters, but he just can't put them away. Rojas will call for time with about 10 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Of course, it's going to reset right now. Huh. Yes, sir. Bench guys are killing it. Yeah, the bottom of the order is doing pretty good. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Rojas strikes out. That's just the third strikeout by Trevor Rogers. Yeah, bottom of the order has been producing. Thomas Jefferson, we got a president that just subscribed to our channel. All right, 1 out in the top of the 4th, and Kyle Schwarber's coming up. He's 1 for 2 today. He struck out in his last at-bat, and the first pitch he takes it low for ball 1. Donnie says, going back to her comments, she wanted to add on and say that was an amazing series. The Phillies and the Jays, Kelly Gruber and Pat Border were my favorite. Plus, you can't forget about Tony Fernandez. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. Kyle's average sits at 215. He's tied with Harper with 9 homers. That's the most homers on the team. 1-1 is the count. Pache's over at second. Sosa's at third. And the 1-1 is low and outside to make it a 2-1 count. Mr. Man created God. What's up? Need to say, JJ. 0809, I lived on Spring Garden. City erupted ahead of my TV during that run. The 2-1 offering. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. Sosa's going to score, and right behind him is going to be Christian Pache, and it's now 5-0 Phillies. Sorry, I stumbled a little bit, but as a 2-run single was delivered by Kyle Schwarber, I didn't know originally if Pache was going to score, but he did. Wish that call was a little bit better, but how about Kyle Schwarber stepping up and being able to hit that one out to right? Love that. Here's JT. It's 5-0 Philadelphia. Still nobody warming up in the Marlins bullpen that I know of just now. First pitch to JT, the former Fish, as he takes it inside and low for a ball. Got happy spoilers. Epic was also at Howard's 3-homer game. That's cool. That's really cool. Jefferson's back from the dead, guys. Now we need Ben Franklin. The 1-0 delivery to JT, and that's chopped foul. Well, we got Franklin the dog. I think that kind of counts as a Philly thing. The youth has gone wild. The daycare, man. Love the Phillies daycare, baby. JT's up to bat. 5-0 Philadelphia in the top of the 4th, and the 1-1 delivery. Line drive into right field, and that's going to go over the head of the right fielder and bounce into the bullpen. A ground rule double out to right field by JT Realmuto, and that's going to put Schwarber at third base. Another good piece of hitting. And this team just continues to rake against Trevor Rogers. They're just raining on his parade. And that's the 4th ground rule double that the Phillies have hit this season. And Bryce Harper is going to be intentionally walked here, and that's going to load the bases for Alec Bohm. I understand that Harper's hot, but Bohm is hot too. I don't understand this philosophy. I guess that I get that they get the double play ground ball, like that makes sense, and they can also get an out recorded at any base. But Bohm is a pretty good hitter. Well, Skip Schumacher's going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Rogers. He allows 5 runs as of now in just 3 1/3 of an inning. And they'll have a call to the bullpen, the Marlins, and the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments. JT's second hit, baby. Yes. Pressure the young guy. Love it. Love it, man. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. and hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. Of course, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. This team is so much fun to watch. Just wanted to post a very quick tweet really quickly while we're in this break. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Bro, that should be the song after every Phillies game. No, I'm kidding. It shouldn't be. But that's their hashtag, ring the bell. You can ring. Oh, damn. Now I'm going to get that stuck into a lot of people's heads. I'm a Dodgers fan. What's up, Donnie? I'm a big Dodgers fan and a member of the Valhalla stream. I'm a Phillies fan as well and didn't realize you did the streams, and it seems to be the kind of tight-knit community like Valhalla has too. I'll have to check out Valhalla. Well, Rogers certainly was not happy with his performance. He threw down his glove and then just slapped about 5 Gatorade cups over the Gatorade machine, or dispenser, I should say. Not happy with himself today. He allowed 9 hits and so far 5 runs. The pitch to Bohm. Ground ball hit over to third. And they're going to get the lead out at home plate as the throw is made. And it's a fielder's choice ground out on the first pitch by Alec Bohm. So Declan Cronin is in for the Fish. He does have a 1.59 earned run average in 17 innings, 19 strikeouts, 9 walks in 11 games this season. All right, Castellanos is coming up with the bases juiced. He's the 9th man to come up in this inning. First pitch to Nick. Swing and a miss. That slider was low. Casty is 2 for 5 with the bases loaded this season. Realmuto at third, Harper at second, Bohm over at first. The 0-1 on the way. Low and outside. Nice job, too, by Christian Bethencourt to keep that one from going over towards the backstop. One ball, one strike. On deck is Whit Merrifield, who started off this inning with a single. The 1-1 to Casti. Ground ball hit over to third base. Berger has it, flips it over to second. And there's the final out of the inning. So 2 fielder's choice ground outs by the Phillies. They leave the bases loaded. However, they score 3 runs in this top of the 4th inning, thanks to a 2-run single by Kyle Schwarber and an RBI double by Christian Pache. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Rangers' turn to go back out there on the bump. Donnie says, I'll give you a shout-out. I'll give a shout-out for your stream on the Valhalla stream tonight. Great job. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll have to check out Valhalla. I'm going to write that down right now. Valhalla stream. I'll have to check them out. 2 more subs so we get to 2230. How many likes do we have on here? Let's get to 100 likes if we haven't done so already. The Merrifield hit was nullified. Well, they got 3 runs. What's up, Sam? Sam's always tuning into a shout out to Sam. Shout out to Sam. Y'all are the best. Here's something I wanted to ask you guys. All right. Go back to a time when you were 5 years old. Okay? Go back to a time when you were about 5 years old. And tell me, well, actually, I probably should put this way. If you were somebody that got into the game when you were really, really young, okay, what was that first moment like? That's a better way to put it. How did you get into the game? And what do you recall about your first actual really cool baseball memory? 134 people on here and only 45 likes. Let's get to 134 likes, baby. Let's do it. Night Owl Gallery. Thanks so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. In the bottom of the fourth, and the first pitch is taken all the way for a ball. It was down below the knees to Brian De La Cruz. Ranger with just 41 pitches, 40 coming into this fourth inning, and the 1-0 swing and a miss. Brian has 42 hits, 8 doubles, and 8 homers on the season. The 1-1 on the way, and that's taken on the outside corner for strike 2. He's now 27 years old. And when you think about what he did last year, he is literally, he had 19 homers last year. He's on pace to get a lot of home runs for this team. The 1-2 pitch, and that's tapped foul. Had 579 at-bats in 153 games last year with 19 homers and 78 RBI. This is his 4th year. The 1-2 on the way. On the outside corner, and he's gone. De La Cruz will go back to the dugout as he has some words with Corey Blazer. And Skip Schumacher thought about going out there, but De La Cruz is going to walk back to the dugout. A picture-perfect pitch by Ranger Suarez as he just nailed it on the outside corner at the knees. And Josh Bell will try to solve Ranger Suarez right now. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the second pitch is wide for a ball to Josh Bell. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ranger does get set just at the letters. Kicks, deals, and throws it up high for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. The next pitch is inside for ball 4. 4 balls in a row. I screwed that up. I beg your pardon. So over at first is Josh Bell with a 1-out walk. Ranger in his last 10 games is 7-1 with a 1.89 ERA. Here's Jake Berger, and the first pitch is taken for swung on and missed for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Ranger kicks, delivers the pitch. Line drive it out over to left field, and catching it on the run towards home plate is Christian Pache. It was hit pretty sharply, close but no cigar, and there's 2 away. Just hit right on the money, but just literally out to Pache. Jazz is due up to bat. Some people on Twitter have reached out to me and said that they want Jazz Chisholm Jr. How do you guys feel about Jazz? The pitch, ground ball hit over towards the first base side, and it's a foul ball as Harper tried to make a diving stop, but it went over towards his left. The count is 0-1. All right, let's read some of these stories. Keep the likes coming, freaks. Here we go. I know this has nothing to do with baseball. I lost my grandpa when I was 5. He didn't get to see my T-ball days. I did get a base hit to score a run, but that's all I really remember. The 0-1 delivery to Chisholm is swung on and missed on a changeup at 78, just at the knees. I like that story. I think that's a powerful story. I do. The pitch, fouled away. Ryan Howard's 50th home run in 06. My mom had it, and I remember Harry's legendary call. The Phils were still fighting for a playoff spot. I remember that, too. That was also a very good call. I remember that call clear as day. The 0-2 on the way. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's the 6th strikeout by Ranger that he's been able to get with a backwards K. And we go to the top of the 5th. Philadelphia up 5-0 against the Fish. Yeah. All 6 of his strikeouts have been on strike 3s looking. Keep the likes coming, freaks. That's exactly right. You know, being from a country where baseball is far from popular, the games seem to go faster now that I understand all the rules. Well, part of that, Vittorio, first of all, thanks so much for coming on here and for finding our channel and for commenting on here, because I appreciate you for sharing your story. But, you know, the other reason why it's been going fast, too, of course, is because of these new rule changes as well. I was really lucky because I got to work in minor league baseball for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, and I got to see these rule changes implemented at the minor league level. The bigger bases, I saw the pitch clock. I actually did do one game with the pitch clock, and that was kind of cool. But, yeah, so it's a different game. But I still think that the traditions of the storytelling are all alive and everything like that. But, yeah, it is. It's definitely faster. It is. My dad, Houston to Dave, says, took me to the 86 baseball all-star game. Fell in love with the game. Started playing that year. Tickets for third base field level were just $40. I wonder how much that would be today, too. I do. The Hot Corner. What's up, Hot Corner? Growing up in Jersey, the neighborhood dads used to take the sons to the games. We went to the Phillies, the Mets, and occasional Yankees games. I still haven't been to Yankee Stadium. Would like to go sometime. I want to go to Citi Field, though, too. The pitch, and that's taken wide for a ball. 40,000 now. just for an all-star game, that's wild. You want Jazz over Trout? The 1-0 pitch, and that's taken low for ball 2 to Whit Merrifield. Cronin threw 3 pitches, came in with the bases loaded in the top of the 4th, and was able to get Bohm and Castellanos to ground into fielder's choices. The pitch, wide for ball 3. The Fightins put up 2 runs in the 2nd and 3 runs in the 4th. 3-0 on the way upstairs for ball 4, and Merrifield gets on with a leadoff walk. Witt started off the last inning with a single, and 9 men came up to the plate. This time he starts off with a walk. You're at the game when David Bell at the cycle. That's cool. Edmundo Sosa steps into the box and takes a strike at 93 miles per hour. His batting average now is .294. He has a homer and 5 runs batted in. Cronin gets set at the belt, and the 0-1 delivery is upstairs for a ball. So Declan Cronin is 26 years old. Born on September 24th of 1997. The 1-1, swinging the foul ball. He's actually from Glenridge, New Jersey. Now that I didn't know. He played college baseball at Holy Cross, and he graduated there with a Bachelor of Arts in History in 2019. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Sosa strikes out on a pitch that he certainly got fooled by way outside. There's the first out. They actually pitched 177 and 2/3 of an inning over 54 appearances with 156 strikeouts, which was the 10th highest in program history for Holy Cross. Christian Pache is going to come up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. That was back in the 4th, and he also scored a run as well. 1 out, a runner at first, and the pitch. Slider that's in there for a strike over on the inside corner. Donnie says, I actually got to see my first game when I was 5 at the old exhibition stadium. And then remember when the Sky Dome was built. And saw my first game there. The pitch. That's taken low for a ball. What a difference, and was amazed by it all. It's great. The Nameless Ones. What's going on? Man, we got a lot of people on here. If I don't get to all your comments, I do apologize. The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It was late on the 92-mile-per-hour fastball. But keep these chats coming, man. I mean that. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Also hit the thumbs up button too. The on deck circle, it's Yohan Rojas. 1-2 is the count. Cronin gets set at the belt, kicks, fires the pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit, and Pache punches it right through the hole, going over to second base, and stopping over there is Merrifield. And Christian Pache is 2 for 3 on the day. Got another. That was honestly, I think that was the same pitch that he got the last time. He got a base hit off of Richards, right down the middle. Took it the opposite way, and just put it in the right spot. Did I say Richards? I meant to say Rogers. Trevor Rogers. He's another baseball player. Yohan Rojas comes up and takes a strike on the outside corner. Looked a little bit outside, but Blazer has been calling it a strike all night long. On deck is Kyle Schwarber. Phillies have gone around 3 times tonight. And the 0-1 is outside for a ball. Well, technically not yet because Rojas is up to bat. But after he's up, then they will officially have gotten around their lineup fully 3 times. The pitch by Cronin. Sliced foul over towards the first base side and heading out of play. Looking at some of the other scores here. Baltimore and Arizona. That game is on Apple TV. It's 3-1 Baltimore in the top of the 6th. Man, the Orioles are just such a good team. Tigers are winning 2-1 against the Houston Astros in the top of the 8th. Astros are up to bat. It's in Tigerland. The 1-2 to Rojas. Popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. It's hooking foul, and thank goodness it goes well out of play. While listening to you, I'm watching the Braves versus the Mets. I don't like the Mets, but I'm rooting for them to beat the Braves. Yes. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. The 1-2 pitch, and oof, man. Rojas may have dodged a bullet there. Looked like it was on the outside corner, but I think Blazer was a little bit thrown off because the catcher, Bethencourt, couldn't get the best grip of the baseball and had to reset himself. The 2-2 to Rojas. Grounder hit over to third base. Bubbled by Jake Berger. Goes off his glove. 1 run's going to come in to score. It's Whit Merrifield. The throw is made over to second, and that's going to go down as an E5. It's 6-0 Philadelphia. It bounced right off of Berger's glove, and it just went all the way towards his left side, past the second base, and into shallow center field. That's going to put runners over at the corners as Merrifield scores, and Pache is now over at third. So the gift certainly did help the Phils there. And Kyle Schwarber's going to come on up. The second time that Rojas has gotten on base today, and the Marlins' defensive struggles continue. 6-0 Philadelphia. Schwarber takes the first pitch at the knees for strike one. Now, I didn't see if that was technically the second error confirmed today or not. Phillies have 10 hits. The 0-1 to Schwarber, and that's on the outside corner. The throw over the second is in time to get Johan Rojas, and Rojas says he does not agree with it. Nonetheless, that was a beautiful bang-bang throw by Bethencourt, and they're going to say to challenge this. LINKTREE was over on the phone. Thompson says put the headsets on, and they will. Let's see again. I think maybe the swipe was just on his left shoulder. Tim Anderson was covering the bag, and Corey Blazer and Manny Gonzalez are going to have the earpieces on. Iron glove clank. Still over at third base, by the way, is Pache. If the call does get overturned, Johan Rojas is going to have his 8th stolen base of the season. Let's see what the call is. He's safe! So the call's overturned. And that means that Rojas is going to be safe at second, and there's one out. Phillies looking to add some more runs on the board. 6-0 Philadelphia. 2 runners in scoring position. Rojas stays put at second, and over at third, it's Pache. No balls and 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Cronin still out there as he gets set at the belt, and the 0-1 delivery is on the outside corner for a strike. And Schwarber gets called out on strikes as he goes back to the dugout. Thought the count was 0-1. Is that just me? So that's so Schwarber is struck out. 2 runners on, and JT comes up, and he takes the first pitch outside for a ball. E5, they called it. Yep. Why is ESPN slow? Schwarber goes down for the second time. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That slider was right down Broadway, and JT couldn't catch up to it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get to 2230, man. 2230. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content on here. We're in the top of the 5th, and feel free to donate as well if you'd like to. The 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball that's fouled over towards the third base side. Pedro's here. What's up, Pedro? Eli Villalobos is getting loosened up in the Marlins bullpen. 1-2 is the count. Cronin delivers from the stretch, and the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It's going back towards the track, and making the catch right in front of the wall is Myers. Well, that certainly carried a little bit, but JT just hit it to the warning track, and that's going to do it. So the Phillies get one more run in this top of the 5th inning. They lead it 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your app is lagging behind, too. What's your fault, Larry? Is that his second error today? Jake Berger? No. That's the second error, though, today by the Marlins. Oh, wait, yes, it is. You're right. That is. That's it. That is his second error. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Yeah. It's Mother's Day in Mexico, but you are right. In the United States, it's on Sunday. Yes, it is. Happy Mother's Day, Pedro. 6-0, and we left plenty on the bases. But, hey, we're getting runs home, man. This team is 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position. They've left 8 men on base, but yet they've manufactured 6 runs. One of them was on a solo shot by Castellanos. But still, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive stuff. All right. 82 likes. Let's get to 100. 100, baby. 100 likes. We have 143 people on here watching. That means that 60 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. What are you waiting for, man? How about this? Adam Schefter just tweeted out that Peyton Manning, quote, announced on the Pat McAfee show that Bill Belichick is going to be a permanent guest on the Manning cast. Huh. Interested to see how, I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm really interested. That's big. Phillies are 7-0 this season with a Ranger starting on the mound. And he needs to go one more inning to pitch a quality outing. It's crazy, man. I can't believe Bill Belichick's is gonna be on that. That's big news. I wonder what he's gonna say. Suddenly, Belichick is talkative. That's what I'm saying. First pitch is taken for a strike. Belichick has no personality. Well, we get to see it. The 0-1 is chopped foul over towards the third base side. Ranger has 57 pitches on the evening so far. He has recorded 6 strikeouts in 4 innings, has just allowed 2 hits. And all 6 of his strikeouts, on each of his strike 3 calls, they've been on called pitches. The 0-2. Grounder hit over to third. Bohm charges, flips it over to first, and there is the first out of the inning. Tim Anderson grounds out over to third. That's the second time that he's grounded out to Bohm today. And Emmanuel Rivera is going to come on up. Rivera, batting on the right side, takes a fastball right down the pipe at 93 miles per hour. He's hitting 200, has 4 RBI, and the 0-1 is grounded foul over towards the third base side. Of course, Rivera did get to face the Phillies when he was on the Diamondbacks in last year's postseason. So the 0-2 is taken down low. It's a breaking ball that also misses outside. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer, and that's fouled. Batted just 167 in the NLCS with 2 hits and an RBI in 5 games. The 1-2 on the way, and that's high and inside for ball 2. This season he has a 203 average. The 2-2 on the way, and that just misses low for ball 3. Rangers been getting the calls, but not that time. At home, Rivera has 8 hits in 35 at-bats. The 3-2 pitch, right on the outside corner at the knees for a called third strike. The 7th time that's happened today for Ranger. That was a perfectly executed pitch and a great call by Corey Blazer behind the plates. Got him looking. And 2 away. Christian Bethancourt comes up and he hits this one out to left field, and making the catch is Christian Pache. Hit sharply, but Pache didn't even have to flinch. And there's another 1-2-3 inning. So Ranger has retired 7 of the last 9 batters that he has faced. And we've played 5 and go to the 6th at Lone Depot Park. All right. Got an itchy nose. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Let's get to 100 likes, baby. We're at 84. That means that half of you, almost half of you, have not hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe as well. My name is Jason. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. There was something else I wanted to say, and now I forget what it was. Let's take a sip of water. You sure that Ranger's name shouldn't be Andrew Painter? While dude is painting those corners. I see what you did there. I love every time Sam comes on here and just and just tries to be funny like that. I love it. I love it, man. I really do. I guess that they call them dad jokes now. I think that they're cool. I like them a lot. We got 3 aces. I think we got 5 aces. No, I'm kidding. But no, we have 6 really good pitchers. I appreciate it. I'm being serious too. I mean that. My guy. It always makes me smile. I love it. Smash that like. Don't cost nothing. 10 hits on the day for the Fightins. They're 3 for 13 with runners in scoring position, but they've produced 6 runs. 2 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth as well. Not a whole lot of fans out at Lone Depot Park. Marlins, of course, are 19 games under 500. And, well, the Phillies, ever since they were able to win that wild card series, the Marlins just have not been able to redeem themselves from that. Just traded Luis Suarez on May 4th. And Villalobos is going to go out there to pitch for Miami. Harper is due up to bat. Villalobos gets set and delivers the first pitch, and that's fouled away. Corey Seidman tweeted out, it felt like every first half inning has been 20 minutes, and every Marlins half inning has been 20 seconds. He's not wrong. The 0-1 on the way, and that's fouled away. So Eli Villalobos is out there for his 3rd game. He's pitched 2 1/3 of an inning, has 2 strikeouts recorded and 2 walks allowed. Opponents are batting .125 against him this season so far. 0-2 to Harper. 5 on the clock. Villalobos gets set, kicks, fires, and it sails low and outside. It's 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, on the East Coast. One and 2 is the count to Harper. And the next pitch is fouled away. It was high, but just fouled off. Just got announced today that the Phillies are going to play a game on the game on Father's Day is now going to be at 11:35 a.m. The 1-2, and that's outside for ball 2. It's just going to strictly be on Roku. So they pushed it back. It was supposed to be, I think, at 1:30 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The 2-2 to Harper. There's a bouncer hit back up the middle, gobbled up, though, by the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time by Brajan. There's the first out. Where would the Marlins relocate? I think that they're good, man. Like in Miami. I really do. I don't think that that's the problem. I like Miami as a spot for baseball. The pitch, and that's up high to Alec Bohm for a ball. Would you try to pluck the Jazz from the Marlins? I think Utah's growing. 1-0 is the count. And the pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and that's going to go over the head of Myers. And Bohm is going to slide into second base. The throw wasn't even close to the bag. And Alec gets on with an opposite field double. How about that? Just on the outside corner, and Bohm was able to just ship that thing out to right field over the head of Myers, and he was playing pretty deep. Nobody shows up. Wheeler and Suarez are early Cy Young contenders. Yep. Nick Castellanos. Oh, Jazz. Okay, I see what you did. Okay, I understand now. Sorry about that. Thanks so much for clarifying that, Larry. The pitch to Castellanos dribbled foul over towards the third base side, and Castellanos was able to go the opposite way. Did a little bat flip as well. His first time up when he had an opposite field home run. No balls, one strike. The Lullabus looks back over at second. Now back to the plate in the 0-1 is a slider that misses. Acuna just hit a 461-foot home run. Wow. That's wild. The pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss on a slider at 83 miles per hour. Man, that's just crazy. Against the Mets, too, at Citi Field. 2-0. Jeez. They just hit back-to-back homers. It was Albies and Acuna. The pitch. Strike 3 to Nick Castellanos, and Villalobos wins the battle. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And it's Whit Merrifield's turn to come on up to bat. Rangers been pitching very well so far today. Merrifield takes a slider at the knees for strike 1. 3-0 Braves. Yeah, Olsen, he didn't go back-to-back. Olsen just homered. It's 4-0. 4-0. Because Riley walked. The 0-1 to Merrifield. Line drive it out over to right field, and making the catch is Dane Myers. And that's going to do it in the top of the 6th. But we go to the bottom of the 6th at Lone Depot Park. Phillies lead at 6-0. Brajan, Myers, and De La Cruz coming up when we return. Be right back. $139 people on your watch, and make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon as well, man. When am I going to commentate on your church league softball games? Well, do you guys live stream it? Because if you do, I have to have some sort of like a live stream feed, unless you want me to fly out to like wherever you are. I would more than happily do it, but it just has to be I'll put it to you this way. I gotta save a little bit of money. But nah. That'd be really cool. That would be really cool. Even though Bryce has 9 homers, he still isn't the same right now. It would be a small drive. Okay. Oh, so I don't have to fly? I don't know why. I thought that you lived like out of the... I thought you lived in like Illinois or something. All right, no balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 to Brajan is taken for a strike. Or taken for a ball, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch by Ranger. Line drive down the third base line. It is a foul ball, thank goodness. Adal Brajan hitting .262. It's 5 homers on the season as well. The leg kick and the pitch to Brajan. Swing and a miss. The first strikeout tonight for Ranger, where he's actually struck out a batter by swinging at the 3rd strike. That's his 8th total strikeout in 5 1/3 of an inning. He is really feeling himself. The hitters are off balanced. He's doing everything he can, man. Dominating the mound as he throws a cutter on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Just 71 pitches by Suarez. And he is pitching a shutout so far. The pitch. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner. 0-2. Dane Myers up to bat. He has struck out twice looking to Ranger Suarez. The 0-2 on the way. That misses outside. Corey, what's up? Corey, how you doing? I haven't seen you on here in a while, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Fly ball hit out to deep center field. It's going back towards the track, and making the catch in front of the wall is Rojas. Well, Myers thought maybe he had one there. He hit it out to dead center field, and Rojas able to just make the catch. And De La Cruz is coming up to bat. JJ, my man, I've been watching you just on my TV, so it's hard to comment. It's been a while, but let's go Phillies. Love it. Me and my daughter, me and my daughter, Adriana. Adriana or Adriana? Say hello. Well, Adriana, Adriana. I think it's Adriana. I bet it's Adriana. Hello, Adriana. I like this. 2 outs and the next pitch, and there's a line drive. That's a foul ball. Brian De La Cruz doubled in the first. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Suarez pitching a gem so far, and the next pitch is wide for ball 2 to make it now a 2-1 count. Last time that Ranger did face the Marlins was on September 10th of 2023. As the 2-1 pitch is on the outside corner. Well, they say it's now a 3-1 count. In that outing, he went 6 1/3 and allowed 3 earned runs. And the next pitch is inside and low for ball 4. So, 2 outs and a walk issued to Brian De La Cruz. Just the 2nd walk allowed today by Suarez. Just allowed 2 hits in his last outing against the Marlins. The outing before that, he went 6 1/3 and he allowed 10 hits, but just 1 earned run. He only had 3 strikeouts in that game. The pitch on the way to Josh Bell, who's batting on the right side, then he slices that one foul. Bell batting right at the Mendoza line. 80 pitches for Suarez, and the 0-1 delivery is inside for a ball. Josh Bell has crushed the Phillies throughout his career. Of course, was on the Pittsburgh Pirates to start off his career, then played for the Nationals, also played for the Padres, the Guardians, and now the Fish. The next pitch is down low for ball 2. The count is 2-1 to Josh Bell. Two balls, 1 strike. Batting .261 against the Phillies with 14 homers and 42 RBI. Next pitch is low for ball 3. Also has 29 extra base hits against the Titans. Hitters count, it's 3-1. 83 pitches for Ranger. And the next pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Sosa gobbles it up and throws over to second. And the fielder's choice ground out is complete. And the inning is complete as we head to the top of the 7th. It's 6-zip. Philadelphia. So they lead it against the Marlins. Venezuela. Just curious, what is your favorite sport to call? What's up, Tristan? How you doing, man? I like every type of sport, to be honest with you. I feel like everyone has its own type of life, you know? But if I, gun pointed to my head and I had to choose one, I'd say baseball. It's more of my natural voice. I'm on here every day. And I don't know. It's not really too hard on the vocal cords. I do like football. I do like hockey. I like soccer too. Soccer was more of a challenge because the pace was just a little bit slow for me, like when I was doing it in college, but I'm happy I did get some experience doing it, especially on radio. Radio soccer is not easy. So, thank you. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. Whatever happened to Michael Lorenzen? I think he's on the Yankees. Isn't he on the Yankees? Michael Lorenzen, isn't he on the... I thought it was either the Yankees or the Cardinals. No, it's the Rangers. He's on the Rangers. Okay. What's up? Nah, no, Northern Lights, my man. Venezuela, sheesh, bet it's nice out there. I got 38 homers for Bryce this season, but I don't know if he's going to be able to... I don't know. He has been mostly inconsistent. Mundo Sosa will lead off the top of the 7th as Villalobos is back out there for his second inning of work. And the first pitch is fouled away. Mundo has a .286 average, 1 long ball, and 5 runs batted in. He's gotten on base twice today with a double and a walk, and has scored twice. Villalobos gets set and delivers, and it's fouled into the glove for strike 2. Phillies, by the way, are 6-4 in their last 10 games versus the Fish. The 0-2 pitch, and that's just wide for a ball. In their last 25 games, to be determined. Thought I had it up. The 1-2 pitch, and that's just low. Good eye by Edmundo Sosa. Phillies are actually 41-24 with a plus 80 run differential in 65 games. How about that? The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. Yeah, 41-24 record. This is on the road. It's wild. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Edmundo Sosa. And the payoff pitch popped up, hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground. Berger says he has it, and he squeezes it to make the catch. He's made 2 errors over at third, but is able to come up with that play. And Sosa pops out. Or as I should say, fouls out. Anybody remember Pedro Feliz? I always thought he was a good third baseman. Christian Pache is going to get another crack at it, and he takes it high for ball one. What's up, JJ? For real, you do a great job, bro. If you ever feel like you want to give up, don't, bro. I love listening to you. You do a fantastic job. Rowan gang all day. Corey! Means a lot, man. Thank you. The 1-0 pitch, and that's a slider that's wide for ball two. More than words, man. Absolutely more than words. 2 balls, no strikes. Villalobos gets set and delivers and throws it low for ball three. The Blue Claws, Jersey Shore Blue Claws, that's the high A affiliate of the Phillies, they just took the top spot in the South Atlantic North and have extended their winning streak to 8. That was last night. They were able to do that. So shout out to them. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Christian Pache. Nobody on. 1 out in the top of the 7th, and the 3-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out to right field. It'll stay in the yard. And making the catch is Myers for the 2nd out of the inning. Did I say that Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle before? I meant to say it was Johan Rojas. So in the last 25 games against the Marlins, the Phillies are 15-10. And in the last 50 games between both these teams, the Phillies have 28 wins. Marlins have 22. The pitch to Rojas is taken for a strike. Villalobos versus Rojas. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch, fly ball, hit out to left field. It's going back towards the track. Goodbye, baseball! Johan Rojas got a hanger and just lifted it out to left field to give the Phillies a 7-0 lead on a solo bomb. 7 runs in 7 innings for the Fightins. Look out below. He hit it right behind the wall out in left field and said, see you later. And Kyle Schwarber's going to come on up and takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Rojas gets hugs from Brandon Marsh and gets some high fives from other players, too, in that dugout. 1-0 is the count, and Schwarber comes up, and he hits this one out to deep right field, and it'll stay in the yard as making the catch is Chisholm Jr. The Phillies get another solo homer, though, and it's by Johan Rojas. Phillies with 12 hits and 7 runs in 7 innings, and we head to the bottom of the 7th at Lone Depot Park. All right. Got you, bro. I'm just subscribing now. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? Thank you so much, my guy. He's the best. Yo, thank you so much. I'm 28, man, and I still listen to him every Phillies game. I love that. Love that. Don't make me blush. All right. But I do appreciate that. All right, it is time for our Phillies trivia question. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question as we go to the bottom of the 7th, and if you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. Coming into today, which player is 20th on the all-time Phillies home run list? Which player is 20th on the all-time Phillies home run list? Yeah, Pedro Feliz was that guy. Aaron Rowan, Pat Burrell. I love that team. They were great. Jim Thome. Incorrect. Bryce Harper. Keep going. Keep firing away, baby. Which player is 20th on the all-time Phillies home run list? Rod Barajas. That was random. Greg Wyszynski. Oh, Larry Boa. Any more guesses? Keep firing, baby. Keep firing. Pedro Feliz. Incorrect. Larry Anderson. Nope. Pat Burrell. Incorrect. Any more? Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt's first. Dutch Dalton. Lenny Dykstra. Utley. All right. One more guess. One more. I think we had like 12 guesses. One more. I'll take one more. I'll take one more guess. 20th on the all-time Phillies home run list. J-Roll. Raul Ibanez. No. The answer is Andy Semenick. Andy Semenick had 123 homers with the Phillies. Not Bobby Abreu. Andy Semenick. That's the answer. 123 homers, and he's currently 20th on the all-time Phillies home run list. And I found that out today, and I thought that was a very good trivia question. I really did. Of course, I typed in Andy, and of course, the first one that comes up is Andy Reid. Old school guy. Yep. Absolutely. He was born in 1920, and he passed away in 2004. Was just an all-star in 1949. Played for the Phillies from 43 to 51, as the first pitch is taken for a strike to Jake Berger. No balls and one strike. And the next pitch, that's in there. It looked like it should have been in there for a strike, but it's not. It's called a ball. Ranger with 86 pitches. He has pitched a gem today. 84 pitches coming into the 7th inning, and the 1-1 to Berger is inside and low for ball 2. He had 164 total homers, but 123 with the Phillies. He played for the Phillies from 43 to 51, then with the Reds from 52 to 55, and then went back to the Phillies from 55 to 57. The pitch, grounder, hit over towards the mound, and throwing it over to first is Ranger for out number 1. He should have been better. 20th is kind of lame. 20th? 20th is pretty good, man. When you think about all the major leaguers that the Phillies have had, it's pretty good. Nobody remembers 20th place. Well, that's why I wanted to give that to you. The pitch, and that's fouled off. You guys say that my trivia questions are so easy, so I had to make it difficult, you know? I had to. I did my job. Who's second after Schmidt? Is it Ryan Howard? You are correct, I believe. Yes. Y'all are funny. Randy, thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Oh, man. The pitch. Line drive into center field, and Jazz is going to try to extend the single into a double. The throw, it's not in time. His hand was off the bag initially as he tried to dive in there. First, I thought his hand was on there. Then he had to let go for a second, and then the tag was not in time. I thought maybe Sosa would have had a chance to swipe him the first time. Let's see again. No, he just missed him. That was a great call by the umpire. A great call by the second base umpire, Jeremy Riggs. Thanks so much for the $20 donation. I really appreciate that, Randy. You're the best, bro. How about that? Ooh. Yep, wasn't able to apply the tag. All right, the pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Rojas had a very good throw, too. Man. So that's a double by Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's the first time that he's gotten on today. The 0-1 is up high for a ball. We need the Braves to lose 10 in a row. Yeah, we'll do an out-of-town scoreboard after this inning, I promise. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ranger looks back at second, now back to the plate, and the pitch is just outside for ball 2. It's a shame, man. Tim Anderson was having such a good trajectory, and of course he can change it around for sure. It's just been struggling, man. Next pitch is fouled away. He's now 30 years old. Crazy. He played for the White Sox from 16 to 23. Had a couple of really good years. The 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 again. Rangers Suarez with his 9th strikeout of the game. And he needs 1 more to match his strikeout total from the last time that he faced the Marlins. Appreciate the super chat, man. I really do. 2 outs and a runner over at second. And the pitch is a curveball that misses wide to Emmanuel Rivera. Anderson has 98 total homers in his career and 344 RBI. The pitch, grounder, hit over to shortstop, played on the bounce by Sosa, who charges over to first base, and that's going to end the inning. Rivera grounds out to short, and Ranger Suarez pitches through 7 scoreless innings, has only surrendered 3 hits, and we head to the 8th. Phillies up 7-zip. Good stuff. All right, out-of-town scores. First of all, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live, man. All right, so let's take a look at these scores. The Cubs and the Pirates are tied 2-2 in the top of the 6th. There is a runner over at third. Cubs are up to bat with 2 outs. The Yankees are looking to shut out the Rays. It's 2-0 as they head to the bottom of the 9th. Tampa Bay with their last chance. And then Baltimore, it leads at 4-2 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's in the top of the 8th. Arizona's up to bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Atlanta leads at 4-0 in New York against the Mets. In the bottom of the 4th, Minnesota has a 2-1 lead in Toronto. Actually, now it's a 3-1 lead. It just updated with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Blue Jays will be coming up at the Rogers Center in the bottom of the 9th. The Washington Nationals have a 3-1 lead in Boston at Fenway Park. It's in the top of the 9th. And then what else? We got the White Sox winning 3-1 in the top of the 7th against Cleveland. The Guardians are up to bat. It's 2-0 in Milwaukee. Cardinals are getting shut out in the top of the 5th. They have a runner over at first with 2 outs. And then the Rangers and the Rockies are scoreless so far. We have one final score. The Astros were actually able to come back. They were down 2-1 in the 8th inning, and they ended up beating the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. And then we have 4 more games tonight. Kansas City is going to be out in L.A. against the Angels. The Dodgers are in San Diego. Both those games starting at 9:40. The other 9:40 game is Oakland in Seattle. So the Mariners, who are 20-18, are looking to get their 21st win of the season. They're playing at home. And then the Giants will host the Cincinnati Reds at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are all your scores. All right, so JT is going to come on up to bat. And we have a little timeout here on the field. We also, by the way, we're looking at the playoffs for both the NBA and the NHL. The New York, the Knicks, have a 1-point lead in Indiana against the Pacers. It's 99-98. Jeff Hoffman getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen. First pitch was taken for a ball. Other game that's going on in the NBA later tonight at 9:30 will be Denver against Minnesota. The pitch, and that's fouled away. Foucher is going to pitch for the Marlins. JT is 2 for 4. He is singled and doubled today. We're in the top of the 8th. Phillies lead at 7-0. And the 1-1 delivery, ground ball into right field for another base hit. Have yourself a day, JT. Another single for him. And then he now has 3 hits on the day. Calvin Foucher in 9 games has a 2.31 earned run average. Hitters are batting .235 against him. He's been pretty good so far this year. And now it's Bryce Harper's turn to come on up to bat in his bright green batting gloves. JT leads off over at first. Foucher gets set just below the letters, and the pitch to Harper. Line drive hit out to center field, and it's going to go all the way towards the wall. It bounced on the track, deflected off the wall. Chisholm's going to throw it over to second. JT's going to try to score. The throw is not in time. An RBI double, and now 8 runs in 8 innings for the Phils as Bryce Harper cruises into second with an RBI double. Continue to ring the bell, Philadelphia. Had a fastball right down Broadway and did not miss a beat on that pitch. Put it in a good spot. He smoked that thing out to dead center. And JT scored all the way from first. Alec Bohm coming up for the Titans. Still nobody out. The first pitch to Bohm, and he slices and dices that one foul over towards the first base side. You're welcome, says Randy. I appreciate the super chat, man. I really, really do. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. The 0-1 to Bohm, and that's taken up high for a ball. Merrifield's the only Phillies starter today without a hit. Florida Panthers, mind you, they're shutting out the Bruins 4-0. The 1-1 to Bohm. Ground ball hit over to short. Diving stop by Anderson. Throw over to first. What a play. And how about the extension over at first base made by Emmanuel Rivera? Harper does go over to third. That was not easy whatsoever on both ends of the diamond. Bohm got robbed, and Anderson threw it from his knees. He made a diving stop over towards his left side. He said, "Look what I got," and just threw it over to first, and a split was made by Rivera. So now we have a runner over at third, and Castellanos comes up, and the pitch, he lines this one back up the middle. Unfortunately, it was caught right by Brajan. He hit it right on the nail, and Harper got back into third base. Two sharply hit baseballs. Just not the results that the Phillies wanted. And Whit Merrifield will come on up to bat. He takes the pitch just down low for a ball. Whit hitting .226 with 2 long balls and 4 RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. No one was even close. I tried to fool you guys. Y'all, that's on you. That means I did my job. I did it, man. I tried. 1 ball and 1 strike, and the next pitch is down low and outside for ball 2. If anyone got it, they Googled it. Did he play in the 1890s? No, he was born in the 1890s. But he played in the 40s to the 50s. 2 balls and 1 strike to Whit Merrifield. Harper is over at third. The pitch. And that's up high for a ball 3. No, he played in the 1600s, right before baseball was even invented. It was actually BC. The 3-1 pitch. Up high for ball 4. Merrifield does not go. Tried to appeal it. They said no swing. And he'll go over to first with his second walk today. Oilers and Canucks play at 10 o'clock. Vancouver leads the series 1-0. That was a really wild first game. The pitch is up high for a ball. I think that the NHL playoffs are better than the NBA. And the NBA playoffs have been good this year, but a 4-1 deficit and they came back, that's wild. 1 ball, no strikes to Edmundo Sosa, and the pitch. That's right down the hatch at 95 miles per hour, and that's swung on and missed. Phillies are 3 for 17 with runners in scoring position and have put up 8 runs. The Marlins are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position and haven't even put up any runs. The pitch inside for ball 2, and the count is now 2-1. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's get to 100 likes. Did we get to 100? Did we get to 100, baby? We're only at 96. Oh, come on, man. 2-1 pitches inside and high for ball 3. NHL playoffs are must watch. I agree. 3-1. That's the count to Edmundo Sosa. 5 on the clock and the 3-1 pitch. Up high for ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Foucher, and that's going to load the bases for the Fightins. Looks like Stottlemyre's going to go out there. Try to calm Foucher down. 153 people on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. One more, baby. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I called games before I was on here for the Blue Rocks and for the Blue Coats, and I wanted to come on here and just get reps, man. Did we get to the century mark? We did! We got it, baby! Thank you all so much. That's the 5th time in a row that we've gotten to 100, man. We are growing, and that's absolutely awesome. Don, thanks so much for subbing, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. Base is loaded. And now it's Christian Pache's turn to come on up. The baton passed to him. The first pitch at 97 with a lot of heat. And it's right at the knees for strike 1. Harper's at third. Merrifield's at second. Sosa's over at first. There's 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Phillies lead it 8-zip. And the 0-1 to Pache. It sails outside and low for a ball. Please, everyone, let me know what you think. I didn't see your chat. Who do I think is better, Mick Abel or Andrew Painter? Honestly, I don't know. They're both good. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter that was right down the pipe at 93 miles per hour. Oof. I like them both, man. I need to see how Painter does coming back, though. We don't know. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive it out to right field, and it is a foul ball. Just went over towards that right field wall, but it was foul. On deck is Yohan Rojas. He had a home run in his last at-bat. Brad Marchand just got hurt with an upper body injury for the Bruins. That's breaking news. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Christian Pache. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled off. Foucher trying to work out of a jam here. 22 pitches. Gregory Soto getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen. Pache is 2 for 4. Had an RBI double and a single. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out. The Phillies leave the bases loaded again. But they do get another run in this 8th inning on an RBI double by Bryce Harper. And we head to the bottom of the 8th at Lone Depot Park. Man, if you are tuning in on Facebook or if you are tuning in on any other social media platform, thank you all so much for being on there. I appreciate all the love and the support. If you could do me a solid and just follow me, or you can also come on over to YouTube. That's where we read everybody's comments. And all you got to do is just type in play-by-play with JJ, man. That's all you got to do. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to donate to the channel, you would, if you want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. But you don't have to. Brad the Rat Marchand. Would love him as a Flyer, but hate him. Hate him as a Brewer. Or as a Bruin. Oh my gosh, a Brewer. A Brewer. Probably if he was a Brewer, I don't think we would like him either. My favorite improvement has been Bohm. Also putting Harper at first gave us a big defensive improvement as well. I agree with you. 1,000%. I think Yohan Rojas has been improving too. But you're right, that Bohm has definitely proved it more on a long-term schedule or on a long-term type of a thing. And he's now, I don't think it's without a question, he's the best hitter on this team. Is Alec Bohm the best hitter on this team as of right now? I think he is. I know that Bryce is starting to heat up, but I still think Alec Bohm is the best hitter right now, this season, on this team. That's no disrespect to anybody else. Rojas has great defense. Bohm has definitely improved 100 times, and I'm not going to lie, Nick makes some very clutch catches for sure. I agree. You agree with that? I think that Alec Bohm is the best hitter on the team right now. Right now. We're talking about this season. Gregory Soto is going to come into the ball game. So far this year, yes, RBI guy. Alec Bohm is the best right now if we're talking right now. Exactly, Corey. Exactly, Larry. 2 balls and no strikes to Christian Bethancourt. So it's 8-9-1 coming up for the Fish. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to deep center field. It's going back and it hits off the top of the wall. And going into second base is Bethancourt. So Gregory Soto comes in. Ranger Suarez, his day is done. He went 7 innings, just allowed 3 hits and had 9 strikeouts. Was incredible once again. He's only allowed 2 runs in his last 3 outings against the Marlins, by the way. Whew. And he crushed that thing. So Bethancourt gets a double. He's now 2 for 3. Vidal Bruján is going to come up to bat, and he punches that one foul. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The 0-1, and that's grounded foul. Bruján, as we mentioned before, he's 26 years old. Of course, over at shortstop and second base for the Marlins. The pitch is up high and outside for ball 1. "17 hits and 64 at-bats this season. The 1-2 on the way. Just misses inside. A sinker that was thrown at 98 miles per hour. By the way, didn't forget about Gregory Soto. We'll get into his stats in just a few seconds. The count is 2-2 to Bruján. And on deck is Dane Myers. The 2-2 on the way, just low for ball 3. And the count is now full. 98 miles per hour on the gun. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That pitch was inside and low, and Bruján went fishing for the fish. said that, man. Had a lot of tailspin on it, too. Soto this season with a 6.10 earned run average. In the first pitch here, looked like it was on or at the knees for a strike, but it just missed in the eyes of Corey Blazer. Dane Myers 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a flyout as well. The next pitch is inside for ball 2. Soto in just 10 in the third of an inning. He has surrendered 7 earned runs on 13 hits. 2-0 pitch, and that misses badly down low for ball 3, so he's having a hard time finding the strike zone here. But to be fair, the first pitch should have been called a strike anyways. 3-0 is the count. Soto gets set, kicks, deals, and that should have been called a strike, but it's called ball 4. And there's another walk. First walk, though, allowed by Gregory Soto. Sometimes you're just not going to get the calls from the home plate umpire, but even still, you wish that he had a better approach in that at-bat. And now it's Brian De La Cruz who comes up. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th, and the pitch is in there for a strike at the knees, a slider at 84 miles per hour. Anthony Bender will be warming up in the Marlins bullpen. Remember, the Marlins got swept by the Dodgers. The 0-1 offering swing and a miss. De La Cruz could not catch up to the slider. Hitting .272. He has been the franchise ever since Luis Suarez got traded. 8 homers and 19 RBI. The 0-2 on the way, and that's popped up it out over towards the alleyway in right center field. Castellanos gets under it as he shimmies over towards his right. And he'll make the catch. 2 away. And Josh Bell will come on up to bat. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 150 likes. 150, baby. Come on. We're at 112. All right, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Bell comes up and takes a ball low and inside at 98 miles per hour. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field. On the run, though, is Pache. He can't make the catch. It went off his glove, and it goes towards the warning track. 2 runs are going to score. And I guess that for now it's going to be a 2-run double that's hit by Josh Bell. Pache should have caught it. Even so, it wasn't a good pitch thrown by Soto whatsoever. It was hit on a line, hit pretty sharply, but Pache turned over his shoulder. He tried to make the catch, and I think he lost it. Soto was like, go on, get it. Ah, darn it. And Jake Berger is going to come on up to bat. First pitch to Jake, and he fouls that one off. So yeah, it's 8-2. Jake Berger is 0 for 3 with a flyout, a lineout, and a ground out as well. So they rule it as a 2-run double for now. The 0-1 is low and outside for ball 1. Berger came over to the Marlins last year at the trade deadline. 1-1 pitch, line drive, caught over at second by Whit Merrifield, and that's that. Josh Bell gets a 2-run double, though, as the shutout is over, and it's 8-2 as we go to the top of the 9th at Lone Depot Park. Be right back in just a few moments. All right, man. Oof, boy. Hit that subscribe button, Mod Squad. Do your thing. Phillies freaks. Baseball freaks. It's Freaky Friday, man. If you're a freak and if you have not joined Freak Nation, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. But if you enjoy my content, we also go live for Sixers basketball. We also do Eagles football on here as well. And we have a really cool time calling Philly sporting events. I'm Jason Joseph, of course. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. And we have a lot of fun. We really do. We started this channel in 2022. And have been going at it for 15, if I can remember correctly. No, it's been 18 months. Has it really been 18 months? 5 plus 12. Can I really do the math correctly? Yeah, 5 plus 12 plus 1. Yeah, 18 months, man. We do fun. Oh, we do have fun, yeah. We do. What is fun? F is for friends. Or just anybody like SpongeBob? Then you get the joke. Yohan Rojas comes up and he takes a strike over on the outside corner for strike one. Corey, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Should I say good night? Yep, have a blessed night or a blessed morning. Have a good day. The 0-1. Line drive into right field for a base hit, and Yohan Rojas has now gotten on base for the third time tonight. Good stuff. That's right. F is for fire that burns down the hometown, used for uranium bombs. Shout out to SpongeBob. Rojas hit a rocket out to right field and put it in a good spot. Leadoff single in the top of the ninth. Out to right field, and now Phillies will have Cody Clemens pinch hitting for Kyle Schwarber. First pitch is in there for a strike. I love SpongeBob. I feel that. Yep. The ball is 1 strike. Bender on the bump. And the 0-1 is fouled away. Bender. Makes me think of Breakfast Club. Cody Clemens in 364 with 2 homers and 7 RBI. Rojas over at first. That was actually, I stand corrected, the 4th time that he's gotten on base tonight. But that's the 3rd hit for Rojas. Next pitch is fouled away. Anthony Bender, 29 years old, from Petaluma, California. The 0-2 on the way by Bender. Grounder hit over to second base. The flip over to short. There's 1, and the throw back to first in time for a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs. Check this out. Your SpongeBob reference reminded me of it. I didn't say I don't think he posted a link. All right, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's 8-2 Phillies. There's Rob Thompson in the Phillies dugout. Are they going to review this? I think that they are. Yep. Phillies are going to challenge this, interestingly enough. Pacers won and beat those Knicks, baby. Wow. I'm shocked. See again. Did he beat it out? That's tough to tell, to be honest with you. But they have the headsets in. Corey Blazer and Manny Gonzalez having some words with the replay review center. Got you. I got you, Tristan. I got you, man. 10 more subs till we get to 2250, man. Let's get over to it. Josh Hart had 18 rebounds, but 0 offensive rebounds? Wow. Has that, like... I don't know if that's ever happened. All right, so going back to this review here, so they're obviously checking to see if Cody Clemens was out at first. If the call's overturned, it's just going to be a fielder's choice ground out, but they still have the headsets on. It's so close. I don't know if they have any conclusive evidence to overturn this. EVS for NBC Sports Philadelphia, by the way, doing a really good job. All right, so he's out. All right, so both runners are out. So it is a double play in the top of the 9th. 2 outs. Yep. Here's JT Realmuto. And he takes the first pitch low and outside for a ball. Marlins in their half of the 9th will have Chisholm come up to bat. So the next pitch is in there to make it a 1-1 count. Next pitch is chopped foul over towards the third base side. So yeah, Berger lined out to end the bottom of the 8th. So that means that Chisholm, Anderson, and Rivera are coming up in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2. That's low and outside to make the count even at 2 apiece. JT has 3 hits today for the Fightins. Phillies have put up 15 hits and have scored 8 runs. As the 2-2 is chopped foul again. JT's the second guy to have 3 hits today. The other guy was Johan Rojas. The 2-2 on the way, and that's chopped foul. Count still remains at 2-2. The pitch to Realmuto, swing and a miss. And that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 8-2 Philadelphia at Lone Depot Park. Last chance for the Marlins. I was trying to look up and see when the last time JT had a 4-hit game. But I couldn't find it. I could not find it. Last 50 games. Let's see if it tells me on StatMuse. Was this 2023? There we go. Doesn't say. So it wasn't within his last 50. How about his last 162? Game log. I want to know. I have to know when his last 4-hit game was. When was his last 4-hit game? Come on, man. Was it really the cycle? Was that his last 4-hit game? Huh. I guess it was. What about his last 200 games? Huh. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, baby. Hit the notification bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. Last 200 games game log. Doesn't tell you. Okay. Well, whatever. 15 hits for the Phillies and 8 runs scored as we go to the bottom of the ninth. It'll be Chisholm, Anderson, and Rivera that come on up for the Fish. All right. Brewers have a 7-0 lead against St. Louis. 5 Phillies starters have a multi-hit game tonight. That's true. It's a good way to put it. Andrew Suarez, congratulations to him. He won Pitcher of the Month in April, and he's just continued to just be, honestly, a top 5 pitcher in the National League. Let's call it what it is. Maybe even top 3. We're on the bottom of the ninth. Base is empty. And we have a pinch hitter for the Fish. It'll be Lopez that comes up and he'll foul the first pitch off. Otto Lopez hitting about 286 with a 318 OBP and a 476 slugging percentage. Jose Alvarado pitching for the Titans and the 0-1 fouled away. So Lopez is pinch hitting for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Phillies have put up 8 runs. They got a solo homer by Castellanos in the second. Rojas then had an RBI single in the second. Pache then doubled to right in the top of the fourth. As the 0-2 is down low and inside for a ball. Kyle Schwarber would then get a 2-run single in the top of the fourth to make it 5-0. Rojas grounded into a fielder's choice and was able to drive in a run on an error by Jake Burger to make it 6-0. And then Rojas would then hit a solo shot in the 7th to make it 7-zip. The 1-2 on the way, and that is inside for ball 2. Harper had an RBI double in the top of the 8th to make it 8-0, and then Josh Bell hit a 2-run double out to left field to make it 8-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Grounder hit over towards the third base side, and good job by Bohm to just let it roll foul. I thought maybe it was going to touch the bag, but it did not. And Lopez was like, ugh. So Lopez, as we mentioned before, is pinch hitting for Jazz Chisholm Jr., who went 1 for 3 today. Grounded out in the second, struck out looking, and doubled to center his last time up. JT had a 5-hit game back in 2021. Thank you for that. I forgot about that game. 2-2 is the count. Alvarado gets set from the belt, and the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball foul, and, well, Lopez fouled it off his foot and tripped. And he says he's okay. Let's see this replay here. Oof. Just fouled it right off of his big foot. His big toe. Oof. Home plate umpire Corey Blazer is checking in on him to see if he's all right as he took a step out of the box. 6 pitches in this at-bat, and Alvarado gets set again just below the letters. Kicks, fires, the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball grounded over towards the third base side. Jose's 28. He's 6'2", 245 pounds with a 4.3 ERA. Tied for 12th in the Major League Baseball with 7 saves. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leg kick and the pitch. Line drive it out over to right field. Castellanos on the run, and he makes the catch! What a play by Casti! And Rojas jumps on his back. Man. He just caught it right over his head, didn't even look up, and it just landed in the glove. As he said, look what I got. And there's one away in the bottom of the 9th. Nice play, man. I think he did look up for a quick second. He turned over the shoulder and was just able to get there in the nick, no pun intended, of time. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. I know. I gotta record that highlight. Tim Anderson's up to bat. It's 0-1. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. So yeah, Lopez lined out to right. The highlights will be fun to watch tonight, I'm sure. 0-2 is the count. JT had a little bit of some discomfort on the last pitch. Fouled him right into the private parts. Oof. It's not fun. That won't be fun. Feeling that sore tomorrow. The 0-2 is inside for ball one. Way inside at 95 miles per hour. Cubs have a 7-2 lead in Pittsburgh. In the top of the eighth. Wow. 1-2 on the way. Bouncer hit back over towards the left side of the mound. Alvarado throws it as he fielded it cleanly on a bounce and made a good throw over to first. A guy that comes in to pitch an inning doesn't really get a lot of practice with that in real-time games, so good instincts. There's nothing the trainers could do about that one. Nope. You're right. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. Marlins down to their final out. It's all up to Emmanuel Rivera, who has a pair of strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch taken inside for ball one. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. No postgame show tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow night. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing, did he go? And the first base umpire says yes. I think he did go. It looked like it. One ball, one strike. Alvarado gets set and delivers, and that's fouled away. And the Marlins are down to their final strike. 8-2 Phillies. They're looking to take game one and are one strike away from doing so to get their 27th win of the season. The 1-2 by Alvarado. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Sometimes you just gotta let the sound effect play for itself, baby. That's awesome. Nice job by Ranger today. He was on point and looked like a Cy Young once again out there. He was such a stud. 7 innings, 3 hits, only 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, man. He was fantastic. 97 pitches. His ERA is now down to 1.5, which is now, I think, 3rd in all of baseball. Came into today with the 5th best ERA. So, yeah, that's going to certainly help him for sure. The Bats did a good job overall. Yes, they left a lot of guys on bases, and they were 3 for 18 with runners in scoring position, but they did enough. They did what they had to do. They left guys on base with the bases loaded a couple of times, but they produced the runs that really did matter the most, and that was really awesome. All right, I do want to let you guys know that we will be back on tomorrow afternoon for the 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time game. And, yeah, man, I appreciate you all so much for being here. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Don't forget, if you want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. You can just hit the super chat button down below. I would really, really appreciate it. And, yeah, hit that thumbs up button as well. Be back on tomorrow afternoon. We got another Phillies game, man. Alex Mendillo. What's up, Alex? This is the lowest ERA for a Phillies pitcher after 8 games in over 100 years. That's just incredible. That's just impressive. Really. Like, you can't make this up. Yeah, Mets can't even do us a solid. It's okay, because we're taking care of our business. And maybe the Mets will come back. But I know that every game counts. But that is a great stat, man. All right. Love you guys. I'll catch you all on the next one tomorrow afternoon. And I promise we'll go on for a post-game show afterwards. All right. Lalatov, good night.